What about you? Do you want to buy a small city electric car and you're thinking, what will I get? Well, Hyundai has just built a teeny tiny little baby. Look at it. It's so cute. It's like, it's got small man syndrome or something like that. Let me introduce you to the Hyundai Inster, or Hyundai if you're American, or Hyundai if you want to say it properly, because apparently you say Hyundai, but here in Northern Ireland we say Hyundai. So for the remainder of this video, I'm going to say Hyundai. And I'm going to tell you what I like about the exterior of this car first of all. These Tetris-y looking lights here, now, they're not the headlights, they're actually the indicators. Down here, you've got these daytime running lights that are constantly on, which is the big outer circle, and then your actual headlights are inside there. Now, I don't like the fact that they've put the charging thing right at the front, because earlier on, I stuck a bit of juice in this. Can't say juice, actually, it's an electric car. Stuck a bit of voltage in this, stuck a whatever the electric equivalent is in this, and I had to turn it about 6 times to try and get it, you know, positioned right for the public electric charging station. But look, that's not going to put you off buying one of these. Let's have a look around the car to see what we have. You've got the indicators. You've got this circular feature, look, continuing round on the indicators. You've got nice diamond cut alloys, actually. Although, a mate of mine in work said to me, Kirsty, thank you for pointing this out, they're crisscross, so when one wheel's sitting like a multiply, the other wheel at the back is sitting like a plus. And if you have OCD, that's going to drive you a wee bit mad. Come on up here. Look, you've got this sort of nice swooping indentation as you're coming around. I mean, you can put a roof box on it if you're clinically insane, because it's got to be bigger than the car, isn't it? You've got your door handles built in to the frame, which I'm not really a fan of in any car, to be honest. I like having a grabby door handle here because, I don't know, that to me is just, why? You know, there's only one car that I ever liked that done that, and it was the St. Leon, the old ones. Round at the back, the Tetris style continues. Wonder, could I turn it on with the headlights here and see if it works with the key? No, but you can see the indicators down below. The Mads theme continues with the little equal signs down here and your tail lights. But see this? I know what you're thinking. Is this the indicators up here? No, it's not. The indicators, as we showed you, are down here. See this? It's your brake lights. And let me tell you something, when you slam the brakes on in this car, you could light up the King's Hall. Right, let's start by giving you a walkthrough of the interior. By the way, I genuinely mean a walkthrough. Well, as close to. No, in all seriousness, we'll give you a proper walkthrough. First thing that is a no from me, sorry, is this church pew. I mean, I get what they're trying to do with the sort of bench-style seat, but it becomes quite annoying, and I'll tell you for why, in the words of Uncle Bryn from Gavin and Stacey. Because you get an armrest, right? Now, one, the passenger and the driver are going to fight over whose arm is going to be resting. Preferably mine, because I'm not changing gears, because electric cars don't have gearboxes, funny enough. This one definitely doesn't. So, ow, I'm quite happy. Got a wee shock then. Quite happy to rest my arm here. Now, here's the annoying part. I've got my bottle. Product placement already. Shout out Deep River Rock. Kind of doesn't fit in that one, and I'm thinking, oh, is this one going to be any bit? No, because there's an armrest here where the bottle thing is, and even just want a cup holder.
A few moments later.
My apologies. I've had a Snickers. So I'll tell you the good things. I mean, straight away, right? Let's turn it on. Just that little din din din, let you know you're in a Hyundai. No, I said I was going to say Hyundai. You're in the Hyundai. I like this little thing on the steering wheel, which is a few things. I'm just going to call it a thing until I demonstrate. Your drive modes. Once I hit that button, it goes red. And then it goes back to white. Kind of wish it stayed red to tell me that I'm in sport mode, but I'm not complaining too much, because it goes blue, and then it goes green for, guess what, eco, and then there's normal, sport, and then snow mode. Okay. things I do like as well, you've got physical buttons for the climate control and for near enough everything. Look, you've heated seats here. You've more buttons here than a Cadbury's factory, to be perfectly honest. I mean, there's a lot of buttons going on there, but look at how easy it is to change the temperature in this car. This big thing on the side here, as opposed to going swipey McSwiperson all over the place, and that kind of thing does my head in. A couple of generous little USB sockets along here. You've got this little shelf in here where you can set things comfortably, like the cover for cameraman Connor's cover. It's my alliteration for the day. Generous heads-up display. You've got a virtual dash in front of you. You've got a screen that does loads of things, and it would bore the life out of you me telling you that it's got CarPlay and auto and all that. It has all that. You can read the specs if you're really seriously wanting to get one of these. But genuinely, it is quite comfortable. Things I don't like, again, sorry, not sorry. I mean, I can live with scratchy plastics because this is a 23 grand electric small city car, but why have you given me the early learning centres, my first toolkit screws that don't turn, they don't do anything? What is that? Why are they there? I feel like I need to get a Lego Duplo screwdriver to take them out. But all in all, it's nice. This is a public service announcement and an apology from me to Hyundai. Apparently, these do have a purpose. Cameraman Conor has just schooled me in cars today. What purpose?
Accessories.
Accessories for what?
Like a bin or something, I don't know. That would be
a bin?
Yeah.
You put a bin there, you're driving, man.
There's one on this door as well, Decky.
Well, speaking of bins, they'd need to give you a bin because the door bins, you'd struggle to fit an A4 page into them, to be honest. But do you know what? I kind of like, see the driving knobs here? Well, the knobs in general. I mean, the knobs have nice tips. They're aluminium.
Man loves his knobs.
Do love my knobs, not gonna lie. I'm a good fan of a good sturdy, damp knob. They're very damp knobs. 10 out of 10 on the knobs, Hyundai. The biggest one sitting behind the wheel. What's that you say? There's no room in it? Well, aren't you talking absolute rubbish? Because there is. Move out. Stop laughing at me. Stop laughing at me. There's loads of room. I mean, look. Move back. You see? I mean, just to demonstrate. Ow! Stop it. It's like Britney Spears' music video for Toxic. Only I'm not remotely... Okay, just... Yeah, okay, yeah. Boot space is pretty generous as well. Now, I know you're looking at that and you're going, generous? See off his dinger? No, because the rear seats come forward separately to give you some extra boot room. And if that's not enough, well, these go completely flat as well. Space in the back, fairly generous. I mean, legroom. So weird. Well, I've got loads of headroom, and I can go back even further and recline. It's comfier than an aeroplane, to be honest, and it's tiny. So, here we are behind the wheel of the Hyundai Inster. Do you know what? I have to say, I really enjoy driving small cars. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the pluckiness of them. They just come across really fun to me, and this car is no different. Now, instantly, you do get a bit of response from that throttle. I mean, it's pushing out 115 brake horsepower, which isn't going to win any races, no, but, you know, for a car this size, that's pretty decent. I mean, your drive modes, like, that was me in normal mode, putting my foot down, and there was a bit of response. Whenever I flick it into sport, not only do the dials do this cool little animation to show you that, yeah, you're in sport, the little lights in front of you glisten red for a wee minute, but, like, even feel there, whenever I put my boot down in sport, it just goes. Handle pretty good too. Like, just to throw us a wee bit about the road here, you can see by the camera that did move a wee bit, to be fair, but I did give it a good shake, but it does stick to the road. And I mean, what more do you want from a car this size? You know, you're not, now snow mode's a bit ridiculous, but Then again, for the one day we do get snow in Northern Ireland, you could flex your snow muscles and be like, oh, my little Inster has a snow mode. Right, let's talk about range. It's an electric car. People are always going to go, what does it do? My 2-litre diesel. I can get the Cork on that. Fair enough, but you're not buying this to drive to Cork every single day. You're buying this to go to Tesco. You're buying this to go to Marks and Spencer in the town. Take your time, get a wee latte, and then drive home to the cats. Or dogs, if you're a dog person. But you're probably going to get 220 plus miles of range, depending on what model you go for. Slightly less in the entry-level model, slightly more in the long-range model, obviously. But 220 miles, not bad for a wee city car like this, that you're only really going to be doing, let's face it, a handful of miles a day in. I have to say, I did have this car on the motorway earlier on. We're not on the motorway now, but there was a good bit of noise. Like, it is quite noisy, but like I said, city car. There's a reason why it's called city car. You know, you're going to be on the motorway, you're going to be off it again, because you're driving it just to go into the town. Unless you are taking it to Cork every day, then you're a bit of an idiot for buying one of these, to be perfectly honest and frank with you. But all in all, to drive this car, it's fun, it's plucky, it's quick, it's nippy. I like it. So here I am at my work, Downtown Radio. I don't know if I've mentioned that before in any of our videos, but to buy this car, you're talking 23 grand. I don't know what you're thinking. 23 grand? Are you mental? There's only me and the cats. I don't want to spend that kind of money in my little small city EV. Well, Mr. Spring in his step, I was on a date last night. Might have a cheaper option for you.
You know, I do have a spring in my step, Decky, and I think it's all because of this. The Dacia Spring, or the Dacia Spring, whatever your inclination is, the cheapest EV on sale in the UK today, 14,995, or that for this model. What can you say? It's cheap, cheerful, funky little EV, finished in, let's call it Fanta Can Orange. Little signs of cheap and cheerful. It's only got one washer jet, one window wiper. It's charging at the front here. Not really great. Don't really like to drive head first into charging things, but it's the way of the world sometimes. Plastic on the wheel hubs or wheel trims. Fanta Can theme continues. You've got this lovely copper, just to jazz it up a little bit. Does it look better than the Inster? The wheels are more symmetrical. Welcome to the rear end of the Dacia Spring, where it looks a little bit like a remote control car. But it's funky, it's fun. It looks like it's crashed into an old school chip shop with the newspaper wrappings there, but the copper theme also continues into the Dacia logo. It's lovely. And just to continue on that cheap theme, Spring is just a sticker. Why? Because it's cheap, because it's cheerful, because it's happy. It has a boot. You can fit things in it. I'm not getting in it this time, no matter how many times Decky tells me to. You can keep your charging cables under here. It has a far better partial shelf than the Inster. That thing looks like a hammock. It's terrible. And Fanta Can, that's not closed. But yeah, the Spring, it isn't all depressing in here. You would think by the price that it might be, but it's not. It's got this fantastic copper accent continuing. It's got some light colors, it's got some stuff like that there. Yeah, okay, everything's a bit scratchy and stuff like that, but no, that's fine. It's just like you're paying, you know, $14,995 for a car. It's perfectly fine for the type of vehicle that you're getting, because it is just a small city car at the end of the day. Seats look funky. This pattern, they're made out of recycled bottles as well. It has a manual handbrake, which is old school and also quite fun. And sorry, Charles Hurst, you might need new back tires. It's got some interesting quirks. Window switches on the inside here, not on the actual door. You've got A nice thing that's carried over from Renault, because Renault owns Dacia, the switch here to turn off the annoying bings and bongs that happen whenever you're driving along, which all modern cars bing and bong as you go along. But yeah, it's just a nice place to be. It has space, some space. What do you say, Decky?
I mean, why am I in here?
Because I didn't want to be. Anyway, how is it to drive? Well, it's got a fantastic turning circle. If you end up in a supermarket car park, you may as well park in one of the trolley bays. This thing is nimble, and Decky's getting very dizzy trying to follow me and keep up. You're not going to be winning any drag races. 68 brake horsepower, you're barely going to pull the skin off your shoe. But it is a fun, quirky little car that will just make you smile. I think, you know, the suspension is so soft and supple. It is just a really comfortable place to be. I mean, the seats aren't great. They don't really have an awful lot of lumbar support or anything like that, but you know, you get what you pay for. And we can't be too harsh about it. Say it is exceptional value. Steering has a decent amount of feel in it, and I have to be honest, it's really, really fun to drive. The chuckability, as they would say, is fantastic. It's just been putting a smile on my face all day. Okay, so we've got to talk about range. It's 140 miles. It isn't as much as the Inster, but this is £10,000 cheaper than that Inster, and it is not £10,000 less of a car. It's low maintenance, it's cheap, it's cheerful. It is a city car that you're going to use to go to the shops. You're going to ram raid trolleys, you're going to smash out panels, and it's not going to cost a hell of a lot of money to fix. It just makes me smile, and it puts a spring in my step.